Alright, hey guys, today we'll be talking about hitting. That's the area of offense that I have chosen to specifically break down. And the first thing with hitting that I would definitely talk about is the setup. For me personally, what I did for my setup is, if you can take a look at this diagram, for a right-handed hitter, which I would touch the end of the bat to this corner of home plate here. And if you were a left-handed hitter, you would just touch the end of the bat to this corner of home plate. And that was just a good way for me to know how far off the plate I wanted to stand, so I knew that the bat could cover any area of home plate that the pitcher were to throw the ball. So I could essentially hit any strike thrown if I did everything else correctly. The next part with your setup is going to be the width of your feet. For me, I just stood whatever was comfortable, and personally I preferred slightly outside of shoulder width to maybe a little bit wider. I would probably say that my stance was on the wider side of things, but it's a total comfort thing, and just whatever you feel like is a strong athletic position for yourself. And then also same thing with hand position. I know that some people prefer their hands up high. I mean, you'll see a lot of hitters with completely different hand positions. I mean, batting stances are just completely different for hitters of all skill levels. But for me personally, I had my hands kind of just tucked back right by my right shoulder. So whatever is comfortable for you is totally fine, just as long as you feel powerful in the position that you're in. Next, for when the pitch is actually coming to you, I would say your weight should transfer from your back foot to your front foot as you swing towards the ball. Obviously, you want to keep your eye on the ball to give yourself the best chance to make contact with it. And the sequence for hitting that I would suggest would be to, first off, shift your weight from your back foot to your front foot in your stride. And then as you're striding towards the pitch, you want to be firing your hips into the ball to produce more torque. And then from there, after you fire your hips, you're going to want to come around with your shoulders, and then your hands will be the last thing to fire through, and it should just act as a whip, and you should be able to fire the bat onto the ball and deliver a nice solid piece of hitting. And then another thing to think about when hitting is the position of the pitch. So I mean, if it's inside, you're going to have to open your hips up more if you want to get the bat around it. If it's up, if the pitch is right down the middle, then your stride is going to be straight back towards the pitcher, and you should be able to drive the ball back up, either right up to the pitcher or into center field. And then if the pitch is on the outside of the plate, for a right-handed hitter, you're going to want to make your stride more towards right field and try to drive the ball in that direction. So there's a lot of things that you have to pick up on, because the pitch is obviously coming in very quickly, so you have minimal amount of time to think if you want to swing at the pitch or not. But definitely thinking about getting your positioning right with your batting stance, getting yourself in a good, powerful position to swing the bat, and remembering to keep your foot or your weight back on your back foot and transferring it forward when you are actually swinging. Those tips should all help you deliver the best hit onto the ball. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.